awesome. Thank y'all so much. Well, we are here with the amazing John Terrell, and he's also known as John Evans. He is the professional bachelor. Let's give it up. Now, John, how long has the professional bachelor been around, and how long have you been working on it, and how did this come about?
That's a lot of questions. The Professional Bachelors as a business that I started has been in existence since fall of 2013. The idea has been there for maybe since I was a kid. Of course, there was an 18-year marriage in there that kind of interrupted that idea. And then the actual name for it was created before, long time before, purely by accident, before Professional Bachelors started. Here's the story. I was married for a long time. After I lost a child when he was 9 years old, then that was subsequently lost the marriage, and ended up divorced, working 70 or 80 hours a week, insanely obese, on lots of diabetes medicines, and just things gone crazy trying to be a full-time single dad to a teenage daughter, and wasn't getting it done in any way at all, and made a decision one day, hey, it's time to grow up and deal with this and get on with life. One of the things that I realized is there weren't really resources out there for men who, guys, we sometimes, guys, we don't get it.
You don't?
The women handle all of the finances and they tell you what to wear, and so now you're single and you're an adult. How do you manage your money? How do you cook for yourself? Take care of making your clothes match and that kind of thing, and get yourself together.
He is right. He is.
Then, God forbid, you get out there and start trying to date again, and the only resource in the world is the pickup artist crap that, how to go meet drunk women in nightclubs. Does any guy really need help with that? No. And so there wasn't a resource there to help guys really deal with life and be gentlemen and attract high-quality women because they're a man who is worth or deserves what he wants. Wow. And I think that's a big thing we talk a lot about, being a guy, and we try to help men deserve what you want.
Wow, that was a lot. I'm overwhelmed. What do women want? Well, this is interesting. So this concept came up to where you came up with a professional bachelor after, I'm assuming, your marriage crumbled apart. My deepest condolences about your child. And so this idea came up. So how did the professional bachelor come up? Did you just dream up this name, or how did that happen?
Thanksgiving Day 2007, I was at my parents' house. Had to be, everybody was teasing about how huge I had become over the years from eating lots of fast food. And you think working 80 or 90 hours a week, you don't gain weight, but no, you just eat. And anyway, that's part of it.
Maybe that was the wife.
Process. No, she was gone. She was gone at that point. So, no, anyway, we won't go there. Anyway, weighed 382 pounds. Had to be weighed on a cotton scale in my parents' garage in Arkansas. That was embarrassing, and I was already thinking about things I needed to deal with in my life. And that night, sitting in my parents' living room, just, got my daughter aside, and I said, hey, I'm going to get it together and be a better dad and stop working 80 to 90 hours a week, and it's not all about money, and better manage my life and lose weight and get myself together personally and be a better man. And, someday I'll probably even start dating again, but if I ever do, don't worry, it'll be a long time, if ever, before I ever get married again.
Come on, Johnny, boy, you want to get married again one day.
If weddings were honest, they'd replace Here Comes the Bride with Highway to Hell. Joking. Just a joke.
How funny. Okay, so let's get back.
Back to what you were asking me.
How did you get the name?
My daughter, after about being silent for 30 or 40 seconds, says, Dad, that's cool. Remember, she's a teenager. And I think you'll be a great professional bachelor. So then you fast forward 6 years later, this whole thing came together, and I didn't have any idea at that point I was going to do this. You fast forward 6 years later, and it's like, okay, what are we going to call this?
Right.
And that was where the name came from.
Wow, that's amazing. What a fantastic story. Now, with the Professional Bachelor, I read in the article too that you do workshops and these men come to town are I'm assuming that they're single and they want to learn how to court women and how to date women. You treat
Don't get excited.
Okay, I am getting excited. I almost want to get out my black notebook and take notes, so I can like help the next guy I meet.
We've done several like weekend workshops, not the pickup artist boot camp stuff where you take guys out to a bar or nightclub and coach them on scoring chicks for the night or whatever you want to say, where there's some teaching time, and we give each guy limit to 6 to 9 guys for each of the workshops that we've done, the weekends that we've done. They get an hour each with a male life coach, an hour each with individually one-on-one with a female life coach, an hour with a financial planner. And then there is some time going out and socializing and having fun because, this is Vegas.
Right.
But lots of really trying to help men be better men. Because the reality is a guy who has it together doesn't, and is a gentleman, doesn't have trouble meeting women. And then it's more about, is this a woman I'm interested in, other than is it just, ooh, she has a nice body.
Right. I love that. That's amazing. Who out in the audience could really take up